G'day team. Today I want to dive into triggers and then what does growth look like coming to the end of those triggers. So today, when I was in a meeting early this morning, my new Apple Watch vibrated and notified me of someone making a phone call and calling me. And the interesting thing was that the first mindset conversation that went into my head was around, oh, what if it's urgent? What the problem is? Quickly, gotta finish this meeting and get onto the issue. And that's like just like this kind of like trigger mechanism that went off in my body and in my mind, because that's what it was like in IT support, right? Everything was super reactive, everything was fast paced, everything was always urgent. There was always issues everywhere, and that was my world for let's call it nearly 20 years. And so because everything felt like everything was always a fire and needed immediate attention, you're always in this response mode. And so you can't, like, it's not like you just have to get onto it immediately, right? And so I'm in this meeting today, and my phone starts vibrating. It's like, oh no, like just something in my mind went off, and I was like, hold on, that's not my world anymore, right? And so I just had to remind myself of that instantly. But it gave me like information in my mind that that's how it was, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to get out in the first place, right? So just yeah, super interesting to know. So diving into this conversation. These days, it's all about proactiveness. It's all about strategic innovation, what's happening in the future. We're definitely not putting out fires on a daily basis anymore. It's all about thinking long-term solutions and driving progress in people's organizations. Right? It's such a different mindset. It's like strategic mindset and reactive mindset. And so it's just this small but powerful reminder of how far I've only personally come, but also it'd be great to know what you guys have overcome in your life when we're talking about this. What triggers you? Something so simple like a phone call example. Does that like trigger you to back to what it used to be like? And thank God you're not doing that, or in that situation anymore. And so this is like me stepping out of that reactive environment. It was the best decision I've definitely made for myself. And sometimes it's these little things, like this simple phone call, that remind you of the growth that you've been on and the positive change that you made in your life. And so it's like embracing that and going, okay, yes, this is definitely the best decision that I can make. And I'm so glad we're no longer in that reactive, just because it just like put shivers down my spine. I was like, oh, thank God we're out of that situation. So do you have a trigger that you can recognize and understand and go, okay, yep, that's definitely definitely what I feel like in my world as well. All right, cheers guys.